Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You all right? It's a little bit cloudy, actually. A little bit cloudy. Just a minute. I ain't let him in yet. And I can hear him jumping up and down like a madman. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear him panting? He's not hot. He's just, he chases flies. I don't like flies either. But he chases flies like a madman. Or a mad dog. I sounded like that last night. How's it going, guys? You alright? Oh dear. Don't know what this is doing in here. But it'll never fit me. I think I'm a bigger cook, to be honest. Right. How's it going? You alright? I want to give a shout out to the people that supported my YouTube channel yesterday via the super thanks button, love art thing. There's one here from, there's no username, it just says user HK5RK1FN3L. But the logo, the avatar, there's no default picture. Sorry, there's no photograph, so it's like a default. And it's the letter R. So it must be someone with a name that begins with R. So whoever you are, user HK5RK1FNL3L, whatever you are, thank you for buying me a beer or a coffee. Luke Porter as well, thank you Luke, you hero. And obviously we have another hero here in Gareth Turner, Copites of Anfield YouTube channel, go and check him out, all about LFC. He's raw, he's new. It'd be nice for you to give him some words of encouragement. He says, buzzing for you bro, get yourself a drink. That's because my lady friend arrived yesterday. Gibson Fender, you're very welcome, don't keep up the good work, thank you brother. Steve Jenkins as well. Sorry, I'm just getting different messages. Steve Jenkins as well, literally bought me more than one coffee yesterday. I went for an Indian last night with my chick, and let's just say that paid half of my bill. So, Steve, thank you very much, mate. You bought me dinner last night. What a legend. I love Steve. He comes in the streams all the time. Nice kid. Jen as well. We love Jen. We all know Jen. So thanks to Jen for that. So yeah, thanks to you guys on the super thanks. There was I think there was only, I did a stream yesterday, there was only one on there yesterday, and that was Jen as well actually. So thank you, Jen. So how are you all doing? You all right? So my schedule today, I've got a very busy day today. I'm going to be making some videos after I've had this coffee. What we're going to be talking about? Oh, I suppose we can speak about Endo, but I want to speak to you about Anthony Gordon. I want to speak to you about him. I also want to speak to you about the lad at Celtic. Was it Matt O'Reilly or something? I can't remember his name. I want to speak to you about him. I'm not doing an afternoon stream today, and probably won't do the afternoon streams during the week. I don't know, if I'm home I will. It's still possible I could do one this afternoon, so it's very important that you visit the channel page on here, my channel, click on my username, and at the top there's a bell. Change that to all notifications. You should also follow X at KopTalk TV and facebook.com/KopTalk TV. And if you can be bothered, you should be in the chat room. With the link is in the video description, t.me/KopTalk chat. Because when I go live or upload videos, I always post on those platforms to let people know, because sometimes YouTube notifications doesn't work. But there's a possibility I might do one this afternoon. I will do one this evening though, I think, because we should be all, we should be done by then. And that would be 8 o'clock UK, no it wouldn't, 7 o'clock UK time, 7 UK time. Yeah, right, I've got company, do you know what I mean? She's here, we're having a great time and that, but she's also emphasised to me that I've got to stick to my responsibilities, which is true. And there's enough hours in a day to fit everything in, I think. I'm also going to the gym today as well, which I wasn't going to do. Some of you said, like, leave it, you'll be doing enough exercise and it. But no, I'm going to the gym today. I spoke to my friend last night, who is also the landlord of my local, and he basically said, "Come on, Dunk, you know, you're doing well, so let's stick at it." So we'll be doing that today as well. So I've got a busy day on that front. So I'm going to do the videos in the morning, maybe a live stream this afternoon. It depends if we're here or not. We might go out. Gym around tea time, I reckon, and then I'll come back and we'll do a live stream tonight at 7 UK. All right, guys, that's about it, really. I'm just gonna have this. Been up since about 5. Then I had a little snooze again. But sorry, I'm just doesn't matter. What was I gonna say? I don't know, it'd have been something stupid, won't it? Okay, so yeah, no, I'm a bit lost. I don't know what to say, really. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So I'm going to have this coffee, and then before I do my videos, I'm going to go out for a coffee. I'm going to take her out for a coffee. We're going to go to a lovely little place, town near here called Albir. Albir. Just Google it. Albir Beach. Put that Albir Beach. Click on Google Images, and you'll see where I'm going. Because I want to do that now because it's cooler in the morning. So we can go out now, go and get a coffee, and then come back and I'll do some work with you guys. All right. So listen, thanks very much for those of you that supported me yesterday. It really does make a big difference. And yes, Steve Jenkins, you did get me dinner last night, mate. Yeah. Oh, but we can look at it the other way if you want to say you bought her dinner, if that makes you feel more comfortable. It's 2024, like, you know, I don't mind. It's fine. I'll try anything once. I'm not gay. My boyfriend is, but I'm not. So I'm just slightly waffling now while I just drink my coffee. Is there anything that you'd like me to talk about today, guys? Can you let me know in the video comment section, please? It's also nice to connect with you guys, you know, on a personal level, not just football all the time. So if you have Instagram, you know, please do follow me at Duncan Oldham, X at Duncan Oldham. And if you want to be my Facebook friend, it's Dunk, DUNKOLDHAM. You're more than welcome to add me. I post on there, you know, when videos are live and streams and things like that as well. So that might be good for you. But, you know, I've put like some little videos and pictures on what I was up to yesterday on all those things, Twitter, Instagram and that Facebook account. So I just like to, I don't know. I like to, you know, people that watch my videos and support me, that are here for the right reasons, I like, you know, just to know a little bit about who's who, and do you know what I mean? It's nice. It means that I care about you and we're not just a username or something like that, do you know what I mean? Like, people talk about views. How many views have you got? How many subscribers? I have no fucking idea. I don't look at the analytics. I look at the analytics every now and then just to see what the revenue is, because that's how you survive in life, right? Do you know what I mean? And June wasn't a good month. I just been paid for June because of the Euros. So there you go. Sorry, I'm just reading something that my daughter put on Facebook. So yeah, the Fabrizio Noesitallio project. This is something that I'm doing with some of you guys that have come in on this project with me. But there has been a dramatic change in direction of that. My partners on that project know what that is and what it's going to be, but it's a bit top secret at the moment. But I made a decision to change it somewhat, which I'll explain in another video at some point as to why that is. And I think it's best for all of us that are involved in that. I will make a new video about that soon. So if you do want to come in as a partner on that project with a few of us, yeah, stay tuned, because I don't think it's right to let people come in on that once it's started properly, if that makes sense. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I think there's a link in the video description that will tell you a little bit about it, but it has changed quite a bit what we're doing. But it's the same principle if you want to buy in and support, and there'll be some rewards in it for you, hopefully. So I'm very excited about it. It's something that I've discussed with everyone that's opted to come in on that project with me. Like we said from the off, you know, the project could be anything, but it's that group of people and me. And I spoke to those people the other day in a little private group we've got and said, look, this is my thinking here. I've thought about the whole thing, and this I think is a better idea, which I put forward. And everyone agreed. They trust me with that, the idea, do you know what I mean? And it is going to be a YouTube channel, but it's going to be very, very different, trust me. Be the first of its kind, I think. And it might be a little bit juicy, but I don't mean like juicy as in like filth, like OnlyFans or anything. It's going to be different, very different. And I think it'll be a world's first. If not, I don't know about anyone else that's doing that. So we've got some ideas, and I think it's way more exciting than my original plan with Fabrizio Noesitallio. Way more. The potential, at least. I'll tell you about it later. It's just that there's no point waffling on about it in this video because some of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But basically it's a way for people that want to support my channel to be involved in a project with me moving forward, completely separate to KopTalk and KopTalk TV. It's a new YouTube channel, and there'll be revenue potential and things like that, but it's all about having a laugh and a giggle, more about community, people being part of something and everyone having a bit of a direction and, you know, giving direction and giving a say in it. Like, so I changed my idea, you know, and I couldn't just, in theory I could, but I didn't, you know, I went in and said, look guys, I just want to run it by you. What do you think if I do this? And they were all like, fucking go for it, don't. So it's quite exciting. And I think it was like 99 quid or 100 quid to get into it. But the main thing is, it's also like, I don't, like, for me, if someone says, oh, I'd love to be involved in it, don't, but I can't do it, mate, I'm skint at the moment, you know, I can't, I just said, just fucking spread it over fucking 3 years, I don't know, £1 a week, something, I don't know. It's more about having good people in, and the revenue helps this channel, you know, it helps me buy things, you know, tech stuff for KopTalk, you know what I mean? I really need a new iMac. You know, I'm convinced that computer in the lounge that I do the streams on, it's not a proper it's a TV monitor. And it's something to do with the refresh rate on the screens, right? And my eyes get absolutely ruined on there because I'm using what's called a Mac Mini, and you have to buy a monitor to go with it. And I got the cheapest one, to be honest with you, because I couldn't afford to get anything else at the time. And I think it's that, the refresh rate and the screen, that makes my eyes sore. Because it just does whenever I sit at that computer. So when I can generate revenue through other means, you know, I can go out and maybe get an iMac again. I've still got iMacs, but they're fucking really old. You know, like from 2011 or something like that. So I'd like to get an iMac. That would be nice. And when people do things like this, you know, coming on these little ideas with me and that, it generates a bit of revenue, and I can say, right, okay, I'll do that then. So far I haven't been able to do that because I've had to pay fucking bills and tax demands and shit like that. But that's another story. But it's a way of supporting me in the channel, if you like it, and being involved in something yourself. You know, we are partners on something. And I think it's going to be very exciting. I think what I'm going to do is way more exciting than my original plan. Really, really, really good. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I'll do a separate video about it. But if you do want to get involved, just use the link in the video description. Even though it says all about Fabrizio Noesitallio, it's not going to be Fabrizio Noesitallio. He's going to be hanging around these parts though, because we love Fab. And there might be some way of working him in as well. But the whole idea is completely different now, and it's going to be really good. I might get some shit for it though, but I don't mind. shits and giggles and that. Do you know what I mean? It's football related. It's all to do with football. But, you know what I mean? I'm excited about it, put it that way. And I think I know best. I do honestly on this occasion. I think I know best. So, and I think that the people that have got involved with me will be glad that they did. That's my personal hunch. Can't guarantee it, but I think there will be. So we'll talk about that later. I'm not. I don't know if I can do it this week. Yeah, I got a bit of company. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to enjoy my time with my girl. You know. And do you know what the thing is? People that follow my work, right? Whether the VIP members, channel members, people involved in that project, for example, never moaned, you know that? Never moaned. In fact, they encouraged me. So if you look at my comments yesterday, when I was saying, I'm not sure about what stream I'll do, and people were like, don't. I think Gareth Turner was one of them, Copites of Anfield. Don't worry about us for the week. Take some time off with your lady, you know what I mean? But I can't do that. I just can't do that. Otherwise the bills won't get paid. And she's encouraging me to be focused. And like she said to me, being here with me now for the next 9-10 days, it needs to be, it needs to be like, you can't go out, like, if you live together with someone, you don't go out every day of your life, do you? To a restaurant, to another town, you know what I mean? So she's like, let's just be normal, do you know what I mean? Let's be normal, let's watch some TV together, eat together, just like do things that we would normally do. But we can throw in a bit of fun in there, do you know what I mean? Go and do things. Like last night we did go out for that Indian, thanks Steve. But yeah, this morning we're going to go for a coffee, and that's probably going to be it today, really. Yeah, enjoying myself, really good. Okay guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for understanding that I do need a bit of time as well at the moment though. But I will do a live stream today. It might be 2 and 7, or it might just be 7, all right? But I will be here. So please do come along if I do it, because I am sacking stuff on the end to do a live stream. Do you know what I mean? Do come along. That's important, definitely. But if for some reason I don't turn up, you know why, right? I've had to go and do something, Zoom. All right, guys, listen, I really do appreciate the support, man, honest. And like I say on here all the time, it doesn't cost you anything to thumbs up a video, to leave a comment, to make someone smile. If you've got nothing good to say, don't fucking say it, kind of thing. But the majority of people that watch my videos, 99.9% recurring, leave lovely comments, nice people. The only people that leave shitty comments are that sometimes rival fans, top reds, always top reds. Did you know what? The most, what else was I going to say? Casual viewers. The most shit I ever get on here, the nastiest that I ever get on here, isn't from rival fans, right? Because I've got quite a few Man United followers, Tottenham, Leeds, Chelsea. Fans watch my videos and they often say, wish we had someone like you doing our club. Do you know what I mean? But it's not them. It's not they're the nice people, but it's not the knobs from those clubs that come on here and give me the worst abuse. It's our own fans. And it's always top reds. And it's not always necessarily aimed at me, it can be aimed at you guys. Like if you leave a comment saying, something about FSG, you should see how nasty they are. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think this is a anti-FSG channel. I ain't got no time for them, But I can acknowledge that they're, not the best, but, they're not the worst, But I wouldn't say I was one of those channels that's, you won't see me really going around saying FSG out and stuff like that. Sometimes when I'm really fucking pissed off. But it's not because it's FSG, I'm just against the whole, I don't like all these business people coming in and foreign. When I say foreign, I mean foreign as in not football people. Because I don't care where you're from in the world, the Muslims and all that, man, the Arabs and everything, man, they love the football, don't they? They're football people, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just a bit old school, that's all. And I don't like FSG. And we had a really good discussion the other day on here, on one of the live streams about, is there incentives for FSG to win the Premier League versus finishing second, third or fourth? And I went through it, I got all the stats and everything, and you'd be surprised at how much of a little difference there is between finishing fourth, third, second, and there is first, all right? in terms of not just prize money. People only think about prize money, but about commercial rewards and everything, all the stuff, right? And we looked at it, and you could say like anywhere from £5 to £25 million difference from finishing first and third or something like that, right? When you put all these things together. And in the summary of this research that I did, it basically said that, yeah, there's incentives for winning the league, but you have to spend more, and that's eating into your profits. So if you're only, let's just argument say that we're just plucking a figure out of thin air here. Let's go the high end of 25 million, right? And say, okay, you get an extra 25 million if you win the Premier League than you do finishing second. Let's just say that, not just prize money, right? I know the difference the prize money is, right? We're talking commercial deals, you're talking about revenues and that. It doesn't matter, you're not thick, right? So finishing first means you've got to spend more because you've got to get the best players, right? So you're spending more money to make 25 million. And are you actually going to see that 25 million if you spend in excess? More salaries, higher salaries, bigger bonuses. And we came to the conclusion, and I would love someone to prove me wrong, right, that FSG finishing in the top four is enough for their business model in the sense of like, they don't, you know, they're getting the revenue, that's it. You know, do they really, I mean, I'm sure they want to win the Premier League, right? Because the more, you know, your brand awareness, you know, and you can get more money for bigger deals, but you've got to look at what you've got to pay out to win the Premier League, right? So if you owned, let's just say the Boston Red Sox, and it was a similar thing, top four, and you weren't really that bothered, it was just a money thing for you, like, you'd be like, yeah, we want to do it, but I'm not going to spend all that money to win it because I'm eating into the profits. So just, okay, second, oh, we came third, did we? Nice one. Do you know what I mean? It's true. And I've got all that data still. Maybe I should do a video for you at some point. Take a long time though. But it was someone that come on the stream and asked me about that. Are they just happy to be a top four club opposed to just winning the Premier League? And it makes sense when you look at it. Because to get that little bit extra money, the extra chunk of money to finish first, you're certainly going to be paying out more money because you need the better players and the higher salaries and bonuses and everything. It's fucking true, you know. I think the penny just dropped with that. Maybe I'm a bit slow. Maybe you guys have been thinking that for years. But I've never dug deep into it. I've always just looked at Premier League prize money and, do you know what I mean? True. Anyway, but I don't want to be anti-FSG around here. I don't like them. I wish they'd go personally. I'd rather see someone else come in. They're not ambitious enough for me. You know. I don't want reckless spending. Do you know what I mean? Don't want that. Just want someone that loves football. That's it. And sometimes these people didn't give Jurgen 25, 30 million when he wanted a particular player because he had to get rid of Origi and Shaqiri first. Like, why not? Do you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Anyway, so I don't want it to ever come across as an anti-FSG channel. I don't particularly like them, and I think it's better to be transparent with that because I don't want to be obsessed. Some people are obsessed, and I'm not. And it could be worse. But I do get the most hate from people that defend them. I really do. But don't worry, when I see people abuse you in the comments, I ban them too. So we're not having that shit around here. Now, I'm going to go. I'm going to go for a coffee. And I'll be back with you in a little bit, a little bit later. But look out for the live stream today. Now, if you appreciate my efforts with this YouTube channel, please do give me a thumbs up, all right, on this video. Please drop me a comment about anything that I've spoken about in this video. Anything that you need me to speak about. And it would be helpful if you comment on any of my videos this next 9 days. If you see something with Liverpool, I might not have seen it because I'm not as alert at the moment because, I'd have you on my phone every fucking 5 minutes, you know what I mean, this week. So when you comment, I always check my comments. And you might, if you put a comment, say, hey, Dunk, have you seen what such and such is saying? Like, have you seen what this outlet's reporting? What about the, because then I'll go, oh, no, I haven't seen it. And I can have a nosy. You help me out, do you know what I mean? So yeah, do comment, do thumbs up. And if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks button, that love heart under the video. Do you know what? There is, I haven't, no, there's something wrong with my acknowledgements here. Because someone said, get yourself a cocktail. Where the fuck is that then? Why is that not displaying? This is very important to me, because I said yesterday in one of my videos, didn't I? I said, yeah, get me a beer or a fucking cocktail, because I'm in a good mood, and I think that I need to go out and have some cocktails one night. Can I search cocktails? If I haven't mentioned you guys, and you have to give me a super thanks or something, you must bring it to my attention. There we go, Luke Porter. Why is that not showing up? Or did I shout out Luke Porter? Maybe I did, but didn't read his message, because the message would be separate. Nah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna check again. This is important to me, Luke. Luke Porter, there we go. Now what's happened? Luke, I did shout out Luke Porter. I got it. Luke, sorry bro, it doesn't include the comment with the way that I've got it displayed, but I've worked it out now. Luke said, yesterday after my video, keep an eye on this midfielder. I said about a cocktail. He says, enjoy that cocktail. He got me a cocktail. I want to go out for cocktails this week, man. I want to be like a bit touristy. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I want to do that. So anyway, I'm waffling. I just appreciate you watching my video right to the end. All right? Even if you're like, someone that's only here to nosy, still love you. I ain't got a problem with anyone in the world, mate. Honestly, I am not a problem. And I tell you what, it's nice to be like that. It's nice to be like that, rather than going through life, messaging people. Did you see what Chubbs said? Do you know what I mean? Like being bitter and caught up in stuff, and just you don't want that, do you? Do you know what I mean? It's like when you go to a bar and you can hear people when someone goes to the toilet and he's a right fucking, you know what I mean? Or she, women are like as well. Why would you want to be like that? Trust me, my life, my bubble, right, of just being nice, trying to be nice with everyone, pull people up when they fucking take the piss. Respectfully, don't get upset or angry or like violent or anything stupid like that. That's just why would you do that? But for me, my bubble, there is no one in the world other than, mean, nasty people that have done horrific crimes to others. But there's no one in the world that I dislike. There's people in the Liverpool community that don't like me, that have haunted me and fucking harassed me for years. But I don't have a problem with them. They just have a problem with me. Do you know what I mean? It's funny because there has been people like that harass me for years. And I remember being at an event at Anfield, a private event at Anfield. And one of them was a journalist as well. One of the cliquey journalists that had run his mouth once at me. But when I was stood there at Anfield next to him, he never said nothing to me. Nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit different, the internet, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's people say shit and that. But who wants drama? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've made mistakes over years. You've got to remember I'm 49 now and a granddad. I'm 50 next month, if I make it, right? But when I started this, I was half of that age and more. 23, 24, 25. Like Rob's age, my son. And you do say silly things, and you do maybe upset people, and you're always going to upset someone. But the thing is, for me, there's two sides to me, like with the videos on here. Like, there's part of me that thinks, stop being wet. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if I upset you because I made a joke about something. You know what I mean? But then there's the other part of me that's like, I am actually bothered if I have upset somebody. But the problem is when some of these people are really wet and they get offended by anything. And it's like, but I just still don't want to upset anyone. So it's much nicer just to be happy and try and be a nice person. And that would be my message to you today. Try and be a nice person. And you know what? I've always thought about this, right? When someone steals your coat, you can't be a nice person to them, can you? You've gone to a bar, you've put your coat down, someone's nicked your coat. I try and look another way and think, maybe that person needed that coat more than me to steal it in the first place. Maybe. It doesn't justify it. Please don't think that. Do you know what I mean? Because I'd go fucking mental if I caught them with it. But I try to look at things like that. When you go in a shop, into a big shop, and they got all the doors at the front of the building, and someone just lets go of the door in front of you, and you think, you fucking, right? Maybe he's thinking, I hope my mum survives that operation tomorrow, and his head's not there. It could be that. It could be just an ignorant cunt, but it could be that. And the girl that sat on the cashier in a supermarket, thank you, darling, and she just slams the change in. And what's she thinking about? She might be sat there thinking, how am I going to pay my mortgage this month? And I'm sure that some of these people have to meet the most rude, awful people in the world, you know? Because there is some fucking awful people out there, there's no doubt about it. But we don't want to be on their level, do we? So just be nice to people. That's what I think, be nice to people. And I aren't no tree-hugging, candle-burning, flip-flop wearing fucking, you know what I mean? Just be nice. It feels good. Feels good because I'm not part of anything where I don't sit with anybody in my life and ever stick the knife into anyone. Ever. It's such a nice feeling. Try it. Speak to you in a bit, guys.